I'm sorry. I don't know how to pick up where I left off. I really tried to figure out how this phone works or how to. So this is just gonna be a part two. Um, a really quick part two because I have really not much to talk about. I got home. Let me put this on mute. There. I got home and I was so excited. My baby, when he saw me, he just saw his face. It was priceless. I should have recorded it, but his dad was bringing him down the stairs, and I came and he heard my voice, and he was looking around for me, and then he saw me. It was so funny. He was like, "Where'd she come from?" It was so funny. And then my dog was going crazy at me, like crazy, yelping, and she missed me. So I got home, and it was nice. I got to be back to normal. Um, what I didn't anticipate is going up three little stairs outside my house, coming to my back door, and my legs felt like jello because I didn't do anything for 9 days but sit in the hospital bed and walk to the bathroom. So, yes, I had jello legs. I literally couldn't walk up the stairs. That was the weirdest feeling in the world. Like, yeah, I almost fell down the stairs just trying to get up the stairs. You have to build those muscles back up in your legs, I guess. And then, yeah, we was doing good for the 3 days I was home, 4 days I was home. Back to normal. I like doing dishes. I like cooking, being a normal housewife, mom. Then one day you wake up with a fever, and fever means infection. And fever is not good for me. Fever, I freak out. And I knew I had a fever because that night, yesterday when I woke up the night before, I was tossing and turning, freezing. I was just freezing, like so cold. The husband's like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" It's like, "I'm so freezing." And that kind of freezing means fever. I know. And my ears are ringing, and yeah. Oh, I was again like my body was achy because my husband tried to grab me to warm me up, and I was like, "Don't touch me," because I was achy again. So my oncologist, when I saw him yesterday, said he wants to take me off this chemo altogether. I'm so frustrated because this is a sixth line of chemo, and he was saying how every single one of them my body's rejecting. Like every single chemo I took, my body is rejecting. And this is very frustrating because, especially this one, because this is the only one that reaches the brain, and I want this brain cancer gone. I'm just disappointed because I was gonna continue with it on 50%, like half dose. I really was. Even though I went through all this, it's just to me worth it because I don't want to die of brain cancer. Like I want it to go away, or at least try. So it's funny. Tomorrow's chemo day again. So he actually had me scheduled to go in for chemo tomorrow. He said, "Nope, we're not even going to do this chemo anymore." I don't know. I'll talk to him, but I get it. I get his fears, but I guess blood clots are common in chemo, any chemo. So, and I know how sick I just was. I get it. Everybody, I get it. But also, I want the brain cancer gone. Literally, that's the only thing you can do. You can get radiation like I got, but more will just keep growing, you know. Or I could take this chemo and see if it prevents them from growing back. So frustrating. I don't know. In other news, I forgot to tell you guys, when I did have my CT scan, the first time I freaked out because I saw something liver, blah, blah, centimeters, and then kidneys and centimeters, and I freaked out because anytime you see something like that, it's tumor. So I immediately assumed it was tumor, and it was not. It was the size of my liver. I should have read more instead of freak out, but the last couple CT scans I've had have been bad, and I just always fear the worst, especially with CT scans. I have scan anxiety, which I know like a lot of people in chemo going through cancer know what that is. It's anxiety over CT scans, and like I have my brain scan on the 28th to see if the radiation worked, because they make you wait a month before steroids. It comes to chunky face. So anyways, the 28th, and I am so fearful. I don't even want to read the results. I don't even want to know. I like kind of don't want to know the results. I know it sounds stupid, but like if more popped up, I can't deal with it mentally. I am drained. I am drained. Like mentally, this is draining. I don't want to cry again, but it's just. Yeah, I wish I could like go on here and give good news to my baby and like, I didn't get enough time at home. Anyways, I'm not trying to be negative and I'm trying to be positive, but I'm just so drained. And I've been having headaches, so that's scary enough. Because I never had headaches before, and I've been having really bad headaches in the back of my head, front of my head, and I'm like, what is going on? I'm hoping it's just because of the hair loss. Um, but the headaches are bad, right? Like, oh God. My oncologist always asks me, if you have headaches? You having headaches? And yesterday my husband's like, yes, she is. And I'm like, don't tell him that, because then he's going to want to push up the CT scan. And I feel like at this moment, there's nothing they can do. Or brain MRI, I mean. And literally, there's nothing that can be done about it. You can't give me chemo. I don't know if there's any other chemo that you could possibly try, but it's frustrating when he says, this is since October, we tried 6 different chemos, and your body rejecting all of them. The first ones worked. Obviously, got rid of my pleural effusion, where I had to get my lungs drained because the fluid went away and the tumor shrank. That's the only time they shrank. And then he put me on those PARP inhibitors, and then I broke out in rashes, and then remember that, and then I couldn't talk because I got pneumonia. Yeah, I caught pneumonia. So he's saying that was a failed attempt. And then the other PARP inhibitor he put me on, my cancer spread on that right away. After he scanned me after, 3 months, and it showed progression of my cancer. So he took me off of that because I keep me on something if my cancer's spreading. This one. There's one I'm missing. Anyways, regardless, I don't know. I want to continue trying fighting. So if he wants to do 50% on this, I would be willing to do it if he thinks it's smart. I don't want to just like stop, because what if it is working? You know what I mean? What if it is shrinking? Or what if it's preventing brain cancer from forming in my brain? I don't know. I don't know what these headaches are from, so kind of scary because they're really bad headaches. And I don't get headaches. Even before, I never got headaches. The thing was, I couldn't see. I was seeing black spots everywhere. I didn't get headaches. They always say, like, oh, progression to your brain because of headaches. In my case, that's not true. In my case, I was seeing black spots. I was seeing zigzags in the corner of my eye. I was seeing, like, my ceiling fan on when my ceiling fan wasn't on at all. Like the helicopter motion, in your peripheral view. And that was scary. And then blurry vision. I couldn't see. Like, I'm 100% better. I could definitely see, and that must have been the inflammation in my brain. And I got on steroids, and the steroids took care of the inflammation because I could see 100% now, like 50-50. Looking at TV, and yeah, it's totally different. So this is all just crazy. So I'm gonna just chalk it up to just fever being a blood clot in my lungs, which my body told me, thankfully, that I have a blood clot in my lungs and didn't get too bad because it's not really big. They said it's not a big blood clot, so I'm okay. And today I woke up, no fever, nothing. I have so many doctors. I have 3 doctors and 3 nurses, and the Dr. Tim, who I had all these doctors I had last time, but he's the um, in, infectious disease. He was with him last time. He gives out the antibiotics and everything. Uh, no need, it's just a blood clot. But I'm like, this hospital's on it. They're great. So hopefully next time I get on here, it'll be good news, and I'll have all my kids with me. And my son started football, my 13-year-old. I don't know if I told you guys this, but he's so excited about it because he's really big. He's a big guy, and he's a tackle, and he, tries to get to the tackle the quarterback. Sorry, tackle the quarterback. So, yeah, he's good at it. He's pretty big, so he's in 8th grade this year. And I'm so glad I finally got him to football because everybody is saying he should be in football because of his size. And then they had flag football for my 7-year-old and missed that deadline because I just saw it today, and I was telling my husband, like, oh, we can get Nico and my 7-year-old into flag football, and it was like sign up date August 1st. Okay, I missed that one. uh, I just feel like all my appointments trump everything else. Like, I gotta hurry up, and I went school shopping already. I did that earlier, like for notebooks and folders. Target had a sale, so I kind of bought everything school supply wise. But I gotta buy, every year you gotta buy school clothes, and so I gotta do that. And the baby needs clothes too, because each season they grow out of it. So he's like in shorts now, and then he's gonna need sweatshirts and sweatpants. I'm just gonna buy a whole bunch of sweatsuits. That's my plan. I bought a whole bunch from Carter's. I bought a whole bunch of shorts and tops. And yesterday I was folding all his clothes, and I realized, not yesterday, the day before, because I had a fever. I slept the whole day yesterday, literally. I got up at 3 o'clock to get to the appointment at 3:30. Anyways, back to clothes. I folded all his clothes, put all together. I'm like, where is the matches? Anybody else? Like, I don't know. He has how I have his clothes is on a changing table. It's an open changing table, and I just have his clothes on the bottom 2 rolls. And luckily, he does not play with his clothes and throw them all over. He doesn't even touch them. He plays in the room all the time, and he don't touch his clothes. But weird enough, I couldn't find any of the matches for any of the clothes. But I told my husband to wash his clothes, the dirty clothes, and one of my goals when I get home is to organize his clothes and see where the matches are, because there has to be matches places. He don't go nowhere. Weird. Gosh. I remember when he was first born, he was only 5 pounds. I'd buy him preemie clothes. We bought newborn clothes. Newborn clothes are big on him. So I went ahead and bought preemie clothes, and he was my only kid in preemie clothes. Caden, my 1-year-old. But he was 3 weeks early because I fell and slipped in a tub. So he's a little baby. He's 3 weeks early. Came whole month. He's supposed to be born in February. He was born in January. So that was an experience. And I loved buying preemie clothes. They're so tiny and cute. Of course, I didn't want him in preemie clothes. I wanted him in newborn or 0 to 3 months, because he wasn't exactly a preemie. He was just so small. And I had bins and bins and bins. I went crazy with clothes with him. I went on Facebook Marketplace and sold those really, really cheap. I gave them all away, practically for nothing, because I just want to take up space. I'm anti-hoarding. I literally get rid of everything. So if anybody knows me, I am a very clean, uncluttered person. I don't like clutter. I don't like things that are unnecessary and I won't ever use again. So I got rid of pretty much all his baby stuff, his swing, everything. So I have no baby stuff. I have a bouncer still. But like as he grows, yeah, there's no need to like hold on to his clothes or anything. I don't like I don't have like well, I have stuff in my basement, but I don't know if I told you I ordered a new dining room table. I wish I could like post pictures. I don't know how to do that. I've seen people do it, so I have to really should play with YouTube and figure stuff out. Since I feel good right now, maybe I'll do it after this video. Bought from Ashley Furniture. Bought a big dining room table, solid wood. Because my old dining room table I bought used off of Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, for like $100 when I first moved to my house, and it was Victorian style, so it looked really good in my dining room. But the chairs are falling apart, the spindles are falling off. There was a broken chair I threw in the garbage. And when I painted my bedroom, I did paint one of the chairs. I used a chair to reach the top of the ceiling because I didn't have a ladder, and I got paint all over the chair, the upholstery. And my table top was all scratched up. It was pressed wood. It wasn't even a real wood table. Looked really nice, but definitely we needed a new table. So went ahead and bought a table while I was in the hospital last time. And I got to see it when I came home. Looks really nice. And it's just all upholstered chairs, like beige. So my husband scotch guarded the crap out of them because, little fingers and oh my gosh. I'm like, my son, we had pancakes. When I came home, the first thing I did was, well, the next day I made pancakes for everybody because we used to have, breakfast together, and so we did that. And I was like, don't touch that. I'm scared he's gonna have syrup fingers and go like this to the chair. Oh, that would be horrible. I think my husband put like 3 or 4 coats of Scotch Guard on the chairs. So I hope it works. It's the only thing I could do, but they're beige chairs. I don't know what I was thinking. I did look through all the tables, and literally that's the one I liked. It's like nice and big and real wood, and it's starting to itch. Well, okay. Yeah, I should be at home tomorrow again. Hopefully I can stay out of this hospital. Luckily, there's no man screaming this time. Last time, I don't know if I told you guys, but there was a dementia patient, like 2 doors down from me, that talked to herself all day and all night and was yelling nonstop. Every single morning at 4 o'clock in the morning, he was screaming at the nurses or himself, or he just repeating words over and over, really loud, really, really loud. So luckily, there's not any of that going on this time. I got some good night's sleep last night. The nurses kind of left me alone because I'm not as sick as last time, so no need to wake me up in the middle of the night. Yeah, well, anyways, that was my update. I'm gonna probably get off of here now. I went on Amazon, ordered caps because this is what's left of my hair and it's coming out, so it's gonna it's gonna be out probably next couple days. This little chunk will be gone. I'll be completely bald in this little chunk because that's all that's left. I can't believe I'm actually video recording this, but it's okay because you guys don't judge me ever. You guys give me motivation and lift me up, make me feel better with all your. That's why I do these videos too, because sometimes you just need to be lifted up. Not to, and my husband does a great job because all he does is like, I gotta say, like he's talking really positive about my hair, and he don't care what I look like. He don't care if I have no hair, blah blah. He's always saying good things, but it doesn't change how you feel about yourself. No, I mean, he definitely lifts me up and helps me, but I still feel I don't like looking in the mirror. I don't like looking at myself right now and in here, but it is what it is. And I love reading your guys' comments, and it makes me feel better. So that's what I like doing these videos also, is to read comments, and sometimes that's all you need. Trying to think if anything else happened. Nope, my garden's still doing great. It's doing over great. I can't keep up with it. There's so much growing. I'm giving the stuff away by bags full. I have so many cucumbers and jalapenos and tomatoes. I have Roma tomatoes, big boy tomatoes, those big ones. I have cherry tomatoes, about hundreds. Cherry tomatoes growing nuts. I will say I had planted black cherry tomatoes. They're actually black and red, and I don't like those. If anybody has planted black cherry tomatoes, the skin is tough on them, like chewy tough. It's not like regular sweet cherry tomatoes. I don't know. To me, I would never plant those again. So, not that I'm going to plant anything anymore. I might try to plant cauliflower and broccoli. They said that's a fall crop, so I don't know. But I think cauliflower and broccoli you have to plant from seed because I don't think they have plants. So I probably should get on it now, or I'm too late. I have to look into it. Maybe rip up all these plants and plant some of those. We'll see. They had that heart monitor on me, so I have a sticker, that black sticker stuff on me, and I'm trying to get it off. All right, I'm going to let you go. It's 21 minutes in, and let me know if you have any questions. And when I get home, I will make a positive video with the kids and maybe record Damien playing football. I haven't gone to any of his practices yet, but I've only been home a couple days. Yeah, I know he's super excited about being a football, so I'm very excited for him too. So, all right, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.